Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so it seems as though the Lil Nas X saga continues and the situation appears to have gotten worse, as Poptings on Twitter says, tests now confirm that Lil Nas X was not under the influence of drugs or alcohol during last week's episode. The singer reportedly suffered a psychotic episode, and to catch people up who did not see the last few videos I made about the Lil Nas X situation.
Nah. Hey,
What
don't
up?
be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. No, go ahead, babe. No.
So that video was related to an incident where Lil Nas X last week was seen by a random car driver walking in the middle of the street at 4 a.m. in the morning in nothing but his quote-unquote tidy whities, as reported by TMZ originally. Initially, everybody thought he must have been high on drugs, you know, the best thing possible in the world. Not drugs, but whatever he was taking to get him that high to the point to where he would be outside in LA in the middle of the dark, 4 a.m. in the morning, you know, in his underwear. Like, it must have been some really good shit. And then in my follow-up video, I talked about him facing prison time, 4 years in prison, and then, you know, pleading not guilty with his bail set at $75,000. And then in this updated clip, we could see that he actually took his underwear off.
Cause my money ain't. Let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie, but my features and my shows 10 times your pay.
So he was out here basically rapping and singing some Nicki Minaj song while, you know, being out here 4 a.m. in the morning. Initially, he had his underwear on, and then I suppose as the night went on, he actually took it off and, you know, started to go full buck naked in the middle of the road at, you know, that time of night. But now, in recent reports that just came out last night, they say Lil Nas X's father says he cried seeing his, and I quote, baby boy in jail. And for those of you who don't know, this is what Lil Nas' father looks like. However, the article goes on to say that Lil Nas' ex-father is coming to his son's defense, saying the rapper's very own meltdown while walking naked in Los Angeles is due to the immense pressure of the music business. And we already know what that means. I don't have to continue to say it over and over again. Hollywood, weirdo activity. We all already know what that implies. They say, though, Robert Stafford sat down with the Sunday Times, so that's Lil Nas' father's name, for his first interview since he was bailed out of LA County Jail last Monday, and he directly addressed his son's breakdown, which he blames on the entertainment industry. And obviously, I mean, it's just common sense, right? I don't think the father's lying or exaggerating for clicks or views. We all already know what the industry does to the famous, the rich, and the wealthy. However, the article says Stafford, which is Nas's father, says he understands how the music biz works as a gospel singer and warns, and I quote, "It's like a high. When you get to that level, you want that drug again. You want to hit that high again." So maybe he's theorizing as to what has caused his son to do this. Maybe, I don't know. They're saying he wasn't on drugs. He wasn't under the influence of anything. Reports are saying that it was a psychotic break. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, or maybe, you know, Lil Nas X is trying to get that high again. He wants to go viral, and maybe he's about to drop an album, and he's trying to do anything possible to get his name out there again. Stafford also claims that Nas is dealing with all the pressures of trying to keep up with his early success as an artist, winning 2 Grammy Awards and other accolades. Not only that, though, but his father says Lil Nas is the primary breadwinner tasked with financially supporting his family, while also grappling with his mother's drug addiction. So I completely understand that. You know, me as the breadwinner for my family in sort of a way. Listen, I gotta keep working, right? I gotta make money in any way I can. And understandably, when you're in that position, you gotta pay bills. People are relying on you. You know, you're gonna try and go viral in any way, shape, or form. You're gonna try and make as much money so you can, you know, help the people in need who rely on you. And some people may call you a sellout, but at the end of the day, they're not in your position and they don't understand what you're going through. So I kind of do resonate with Lil Nas X, although I don't know if he literally had a psychotic break or not, or if it was just him trying to, you know, promote a upcoming album. Also, the article goes on to say that what's more, Stafford described what it was like to visit Nas in jail, causing both to break down in tears. He said, and I quote, "To see my baby boy on the other side of that glass, we shed tears with each other for a minute, and I had to tell him that what you're going through is normal." And here we can see a screenshot of Lil Nas X, you know, when he was locked up that night behind jail walls, or the detainment door. But they say after the visit, Stafford spoke briefly to reporters in DTLA, saying Nas, his mental health was doing great, and denied his son abused any drugs. And here's that clip.
He's great. He's great.
How did you cope with being in jail?
God is good. I don't think I can say God is good.
God has a plan.
Has he talked about what happened on Thursday?
No, I think you all know everything that you need to know about what happened Thursday.
Were drugs involved?
But God is
Taking
good.
Illegal drugs?
Absolutely not.
What can you tell? What can you tell City
That'll be it. Thank y'all. Y'all have
What
a
kind
good
of
day.
support are you offering him at this time?
We
the
family support.
The family's gonna address.
Any
family.
message to the fans that are concerned about him right now?
He's in good spirit. He's all right. He's very remorseful for what happened. You know, but it can happen to any family. You know, he's going to get the help that he needs, and just keep him in your prayers. You know. Give him the same grace and mercy that God give everyone.
All right, so basically, you know, the father's trying to do PR for his son here. You know, he's basically trying to give his son grace, you know, basically trying to humanize the situation and allow people to understand that, if you were in his position, you may have had a psychotic break too, you know, blowing up at an early age and trying to chase that high. And, you know, with the activities of which Lil Nas X may have participated in the dark dwellings of the underworld Hollywood world, this may have all been inevitable.
How is he doing mentally? I know a lot of people
He's
have
doing
brought
great
that up.
mentally. He's doing great mentally. He's doing great mentally.
What was that first conversation like with him?
It's awesome. 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 You know, we shared tears, we shared laughter, but he's in great spirit.
So, yeah, basically, you know, the article went over everything he said in this little clip right here. And, you know, honestly, as a parent, as a father, there's only so much you can do for your children. Lil Nas X, at the end of the day, is a grown-ass man, you know, in his 20s and everything. He's rich, he's famous, and he has full control and autonomy over his own life. So, however he wants to go about possibly promoting his music or whatever activity he wants to partake in, which inevitably leads to psychotic breaks and the degradation of his mental health, I mean, his father can only do so much but support him and trying to help his son out in any way that he can. Also, for those of you who did not see it, here was Lil Nas X leaving the jail once he was released.
Hey, Lil Nas, how are you doing? How are you holding up?
Somebody said heading to the Old Town Road with the 3x cute ass puppy dog emojis, as we can see. And guys, I have a little theory. I don't know if this is true or not, but you know, based off of the little tune that Lil Nas X was singing at the beginning of this video.
Nah. Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
So, you know, he sings this na 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 type tune. And, you know, I was kind of doing a little bit of investigative journalism. Like I said before, I'm a world-renowned investigator. It kind of reminded me of this tune here that he was kind of singing on his Instagram page, of which I'm going to show you guys right now. It's very eerie, a little creepy. So just as a disclaimer, this video might make you a little uncomfortable.
I want to live. I want to fight. I want to live a wondrous life. I want to go. I want to thrive. I want to live a wondrous life. Oh, what a 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 la 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 la
So as a content creator, I'm just going to say this is likely the culmination of three different things: drugs, being high, psychotic break, possibly mental health issues, but also album promotion. Lil Nas X is a really good marketer. That's how he blew up. He was a YouTuber. Old Town Road song, uploaded it to YouTube, went viral, and then he signed to a label because label records, you know, they want talent. They want people who can go viral and sing and, you know, make money off of streams and everything and touring, right? I'm probably going to be doing that too. I'm a singer myself. Just haven't put myself out there. But I do want to say, obviously, this is is the same tune of which was played at the beginning of the video that I showed multiple times. And I'm not gonna lie, it sounds really good. I like the resonance, I like the melody, I like the structure of it. It does sound eerie too. I fuck with that type of music. I love like creepy horror, melancholic, eerie, you know, Nicole Dolenganger type-esque music. You already know what it is. I will say though, although I'm not like in his particular position as a, you know, a content creator and entertainer in the same industry, essentially entertainment, you know, giving, I suppose, viewers, listeners, content, art, or whatever. Honestly, it does affect your mental health. It really does get to you as a person sometimes. And if people tell you repeatedly that you fell off, or you're not as big as you once were, or you lost that spark, or you have no aura anymore, I mean, good God, like this is why I tell people stop reading comments, bro. I barely read comments anymore. Maybe the first 5 minutes, or DMs from, you know, actual fans or viewers who, like, you know, support what I do. But I can only imagine what Lil Nas X is going through, and, you know, the comments he reads, all the critiques and everything. So I'm just, you know, I want to give him a little sympathy, a little grace and empathy, and say, bro, hopefully he can get some help. Hopefully he can release this song, or the album of which I believe he's going to release, because it does sound good. Like this particular song, I like the vibe. So Lil Nas X, honestly, hopefully your mental health gets better. Hopefully, you know, you keep your spirits up, and honestly, man, just tough it out, bro. You know, in the comment section, somebody said the funny thing is he's smart, he's about to drop the album, getting his name to buzz in the feed. Love you, Nas. Sending thoughts and prayers, you know, and all that. Somebody else said my upstairs neighbors at 3 a.m. And another one said the industry broke him. Who knows? It could be all of the above, right? But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I kind of just wanted to recap the entire saga of the Lil Nas X situation, explain what happened to him, where he's at right now, and you know, releasing my theories about what he's potentially doing and what he's going through. But yeah, thoughts and opinions down below. If you're new, or you know to do, sub, turn on noties, and yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.